What is going on, FA Nation? John and Bemba here at Howard Bender. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Game Day Playbook Preview Show. Today, we're taking a look at the Tuesday 8-game main slate. Howard, we've had a little bit of a reprieve, but we are back in Colorado. We have Coors Field for the next week or so here. Some home games there for the Rockies. So they host the Giants here early in the week. They welcome in the Rangers for the weekend, so that should be fun when we get to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday slates. But that obviously always plays a factor into how we build our lineups here for today. Pitching-wise, some interesting pitching matchups I think that we have to take a look at on this board. Some interesting priced players as well that I think we're going to be looking to target. All in all, should be a fun slate to go over today.
Should definitely be a fun slate. Should definitely be a fun slate. Look, you're ready to get into it. Is it because do I repulse you that much? Is it because I'm in the same exact clothes that I was in yesterday, that I haven't taken a shower, that I don't know what this eyebrow here is doing right now, but yeah. I mean, that is just I got a lot of stuff going on.
I'll put you on the big screen here.
Well, close up to that. This eyebrow here, I don't know. It keeps like, I don't know what it's doing there, but that is a sign of a man who has not gotten his ass up out of the desk chair in quite some time. So, listen, Fantasy Alarm just absolutely crushing it with the DFS work in all sports. So let's just follow suit here and let's get to tonight's slate. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll show you the eyebrow again. And nobody wants to see this disgusting eyebrow.
Definitely.
They do want to see.
Top two rookie pitchers, top two price pitchers on the slate.
Rookies. Here. Don't say that.
They are rookies.
Dude, how funny is this that like every American rookie sucks right now, and yet the 12 years of professional baseball in Japan rookies are the only two who are actually dominating right now.
They are. And Yamamoto going to be the chalkiest pitcher on the slate going up against Miami here. At 10-1, but you've been all about the show here. Go ahead. I mean, obviously, well deserved.
I mean, yeah, it's just. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at that game log right there. The funny thing about it is that Imanaga was not even remotely as touted as Yoshi Yamamoto was, and the Cubs get themselves this amazing deal. This is very similar to what we saw. Well, it's beyond what we saw with what's his face last year, Kodai Senga.
Yeah,
right. Kodai Senga, he looked like terrible in his first couple of starts, but then all of a sudden he like completely turned around. Imanaga just skipped the whole "I'm terrible" part and is just absolutely dominated. Now it's a tough matchup against the San Diego Padres. It is, but. Padres against lefties, it's not like, the be all end all of it here. And so, I mean, for $200 more, I would consider using Imanaga as a contrarian move to everybody else loading up Yamamoto.
Yeah, Yamamoto there, obviously, the last couple of starts for him, 12 shutout innings. Now home against Miami. They're probably, minus 340 favorites on the money line, something like that tomorrow. Some insane win equity going to be there in Yamamoto. You got Reynaldo Lopez against Boston. The Red Sox offense, again, they've been surprisingly okay. Reynaldo Lopez came down to earth a little bit in that start against Seattle. We all thought, the win equity was there and the strikeouts were going to be there. 5 innings, 3 earned, 7 strikeouts, 14 fantasy points. Wasn't worth the price tag. I don't know how you're feeling about that one. Verlander, Cabrera, not going to do that. Cutter Crawford against Atlanta, like some gross 8K pitchers here. I have my eyes on a 7K pitcher personally.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that, I don't really want to go to any of these guys. I mean, Lopez is a good quality pitcher, but Boston is hot right now and they're hitting right-handed pitching exceptionally well. Verlander versus the Yankees, I'm sure he'll have some good moments there. Without a doubt, but I mean, am I locking in there? If you're looking down in the 7K range, I'll say Jose Budo as the tail end of that 8K range. I like Jose Budo against this Cardinals lineup. We're already seeing the Mets on Monday night blanking St. Louis early. Budo, who's thrown like 28 innings right now. It's more than a strikeout per inning.
Yeah.
And his his numbers, his weighted on base average against lefties and righties, he's shutting them down. So I actually, I do like Budo in this matchup here against St. Louis. So I think that if I'm looking up top there and I'm going to use either Imanaga or Yamamoto, I think if you're going to keep spending up for pitching, Budo is where you want to go next.
Yeah, Budo in a great spot. I'm also going to take a look at a guy below him with Bailey Ober. White Sox last time out, White Sox offense has gotten up a little bit better of late, but still 6 innings, 4 earned there against the Angels, 7 1/3, 2 earned, 8 Ks. Now we're getting a matchup against Seattle. They're getting shut out by Simeon Wood Richardson right now through 6. Their offense still isn't coming through. The strikeout upsides there. Minnesota had the 12-game winning streak snapped on Sunday by the Red Sox, but Bailey Ober just feels mispriced to me. He's been in this range almost all season long. I'm going to continue to plug him in at $7,600.
That'll work, man. That'll work. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's a great strikeout potential matchup here. Probably some good win equity. I mean, before yesterday, the Twins were on a 12-game win streak.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some win equity there on the on his part with Emerson Hancock on the other side. So yeah, I mean, I like it, but I'll say this right now, John. I will not go lower than that.
You won't go Seth Lugo?
I don't want to go Seth Lugo.
Last 2 starts, man. Look at those strikeouts against the
Yeah, I know, but Milwaukee has actually been really good against right-handed pitching.
Yeah. They have a loaded lefty lineup. A lot
loaded lefty lineup, and that's still without Yelich right now.
Yeah.
So that makes me a little nervous there. If I don't feel the need to make that move, then I'm not going to make that move. I'd rather spend $400 or $800 more for Ober or Budo.
All right, fair enough. Catcher position, same as always here. We look for the cheap plays and we kind of plug in. Connor Wong, 36, always going to my guy there in the mid tier. Gary Sanchez against Lugo at 30K.
Do you get paid every time you mention Connor Wong's name?
I mean, he's a great player.
I'm not saying
you see that defensive play the other day, the swinging bunt. He slid down the third base line and threw the guy out. It was an amazing play. You don't get fantasy points for that, but good highlights. So yeah, well, whoever the cheapest catcher is in the lineup tonight, I played the catcher for the backup catcher for the Rangers because he was like $2,400. Kisner, something like that.
Oh yeah, Kisner,
yeah. So again, if they're cheap, I'm punting. That's fine. Maybe if I'm stacking, I'd find a play to go. Again, Colorado's here. Stallings has been hitting the light spot of the ball right now. Gets the righty-lefty matchup against Harrison. If you want to go Jacob Stallings, given the current run, certainly could. First base here, Howard.
First base, much better, much better. I mean, listen, I like what Edward Cabrera has done, but I would not be shy about using Ohtani or Freeman at all. I'll use Pete Alonso against Miles Michaelis. Right. I'd save Sal Perez for behind the plate if you wanted to spend that kind of money for a catcher. But Ohtani, Freeman, I'm with you. I'm gonna wait on Matt Olson to get hot. I mean, who is he? Christopher Morel?
Yeah. Some tough going there with Matt Olson. The mid tier, Jake Berger. Not that we're gonna go there, just calling him up that he's off the IL, so could get a return
back, baby,
for Miami. Lamonte Wade in Coors against Hudson. This is my first baseman today, Howard. I know you always yell at me for spending down at first, and I always mention Lamonte Wade.
He's in Colorado, and
he's
it is
Coors,
Dakota
though, man.
This works.
He's gonna hit second in their lineup. He's 4K. So I like Lamonte Wade. I like going to Minnesota here. Now that they're not going up against Luis Castillo, I think they'll have a lot more success against Emerson Hancock here. So while more often than not, spending up at first base has been a play of ours, and Ohtani and Freeman certainly against Cabrera can be in your lineup. I'm going to be looking to spend down. I think Wade for me is a plug and move for sure.
Yeah, Wade, Kirilloff against Hancock, yeah. and Michael Busch against Randy Vasquez. I mean, sure. Vasquez up and down between the majors and the minors. So Michael Busch is a lefty bat there. I like not paying up over at first base, John. because I'd rather spend that money on Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Mookie Betts here against Cabrera at 64. Altuve against Louis Gill. Gill's been okay. He's $5,700. Albie's and Terang up out here at the top. Spending for Mookie is fine. Julian gets the Hancock matchup at 40.
Yeah, that's a nice one right there. Good lefty power bat against Emerson Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. There is apparently there might be some rain in the forecast for Minnesota.
Yeah.
So definitely take a look at that before you start setting and finalizing your lineups. We'll have the reports obviously on fantasyalarm.com tomorrow, as well as during the 4 p.m. live stream.
For sure.
Hit you with that. So just wanted to throw that out there. There could be some rain.
Stock watch is extraordinaire. Nico Horner heating up.
There you go, man. It's the cure for what ails you.
It really is. $4,100 for him there in the mid tier. Brendan Rodgers has hit lefties historically well, and he's in cores at 38 if you want to go in that direction.
Yep.
Massey homered again tonight. He's at Colin Ray. I mean, he was $3,300 on tonight's slate. Henry and I plugged him in on the show. If you played that lineup, it's doing pretty well. I played it. It's doing pretty well right now.
I love that.
So just plug in Massey at 3,300 if he's going to stay hot. I mean, why not?
Sure. Can't offer anything else there. I think we can move on to third. Massey is a great pay down at 3,300.
I was going to ask you a question on Vaughn Grissom. Made his season debut the other day. 1 for 5 with a double, 2 RBIs on Sunday.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Reynaldo Lopez versus Grissom. Although, do we talk about the Vaughn Grissom revenge game narrative?
True. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together there. That's a good point. Returns to Atlanta, where they kicked him to the curb for Orlando Arcia.
There it is.
All right, third base, as you mentioned. McMahon is your top price third base, and I'm not going to go there with the lefty.
No, and Riley, nah. Chapman's but I mean he's too sink or swim. I think we can probably do a little bit better. I'd actually rather do Devers as a lefty against Lopez than Chapman in course.
Yeah, I guess the weather's gonna be like Atlanta, but if it's like humid or warm, that ball will fly there. Yep. Muncy had the 3-homer game the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously difficult to just assume that will happen all the time, but he does have the right splits matchup. We'll have to check in on Morel. The homer streak came to an end. He had 3 walks. Milwaukee just was not going to give him anything to hit.
Still, he drew 3 walks and had a base hit. So he's still returning value for you there. He is currently 0 for 1 with a walk on Monday night.
But discipline out of Christopher Morel.
Come on.
What is that? So obviously he is in play.
Yes. Why wouldn't he be?
I agree.
Why wouldn't he be?
Rojas has been super hot, but I like Ober.
Yeah.
Anything else for you down here?
I would consider Miranda if he's in the lineup against Hancock.
Okay.
Again, I think Hancock's he's struggling right now, and he's given up a lot of hits, a lot of fly balls there. So sure. Miranda's just got that kind of power. You could go all the way down to Brett Beatty against Miles Michaelis, who pitches to contact, and you've got the lefty righty matchup. That's $2,900.
Yeah,
there.
He's been okay.
Yeah, I mean
the price has been okay.
Still, that's criminal. Mark Vientos. Oh, he's in the minors.
So we went with this. Howard, he got.
I was doing it because I said it the last time. Same clothes, same player.
Sure. Shortstop.
Yeah, shortstop.
Mookie's there. You can play it up there. Bobby Witt's got 2 walks and a stolen base tonight.
But why wouldn't you want to use Bobby Witt Jr. against Colin Ray?
No arguments there. I actually think Tovar is kind of interesting against Kyle Harrison here. I know he's been cooling off, but $4,700 for him. I always like Pena. That price is coming down a little bit more now. Again, to 4,300.
43. It's crazy. Adames, though it's not a home game. I was going to say Adames against the righty, but it's not at home.
This is our play.
How about Ha-Seong Kim? Oh, Willie Castro. I was just going to ask you about Ha-Seong Kim against a lefty. Granted, Imanaga, is there familiarity there?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't want to go against him, and I'll go Willie Castro. Now Willie Castro's over 2 tonight. He went over 4 yesterday, so maybe that hot streak is finally cooling down here. But I do like the $3,800, and again, I don't really respect the pitcher that's on the mound for Seattle. So, so there's that. Mason wins $3,100.
Yeah, but I'm going to use Jose Budo in some places. So in places
Sure.
I'm going to use
fair.
Budo, I ain't using Lil Mason win.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, that's it. We hit Joey Wendell. Time to move on. It's the rule.
Pour one out for Joey Mendick.
That's the rule. Yeah, no Danny Mendick. So we got Joey Wendell here. Outfield.
What a great rule.
It is a great rule. I agree with you 100% here.
Oh, Ohtani's great. You can get in on. I mean, listen, they're tougher matchups for the top 4. I mean, I'm not really Ohtani a tough matchup, but Soto, Acuna against Crawford, Judge against Verlander. I don't mind Kyle Tucker against Louis Hill, even though he's been looking pretty good.
Sure, Tyler Neal's got power, 5,800. Are you paying up for the Giants outfielders here? No, Solaire's obviously questionable.
It's too much, even in Coors, and it's the first game in Coors too, right?
Yeah,
which always tends to be not that it's the player's first game ever at Coors, but it always takes like that second game to really kind of get used to the altitude and stuff.
Yeah, and we know Colorado's got some lefties that they could be throwing here, so we'll wait probably to Tuesday or Wednesday rather to get some Soler in our lineup.
Yeah, exactly.
Conforto's 51 though. I mean, again, some power definitely in the bat. Get the Coors Field bump. Jared Duran's been pretty good. Are any of these guys coming back? When's Nolan Jones back? Dude, no, not yet.
Can you imagine paying $4,800 for Young-Hoo Lee?
No,
that's just too. Young-Hoo Lee and J-Rod are the same price.
Yeah, well, he is. Julio Rodriguez tonight is a solid 0 for 3 with a strikeout. So, same with Richardson, by the way, 6 innings, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts tonight. So if you pick that guy up,
didn't we talk about him on the last show?
We did. We were. We liked him, but we were worried because Castillo was on the other side of that. Castillo's got 6 shutout, but he allowed an unearned run. So actually in line for the loss there.
I was on the Fantasy Alarm show today, and I was talking to Bowden about pitchers tonight, and I was like, yeah, he doesn't, Woods Richardson doesn't have the win equity that you'd like because he's opposite Luis Castillo. It's still the Mariners, and the strikeout numbers say it all right there.
Really do.
I'm not touching any Marlins. I love Jazz Chisholm, but sure. I'm not touching any Marlins until they finish all their trades. They're about to start unloading teams.
Yeah, unloading. You got to get on the phone, man. You got any insiders with our Craig there?
I call my boy Craig Mish. Find out what's going on.
Find out what's going on, man. You got the Mets outfielders Nimmo and Marte. They got the Michaelis matchup.
Yep.
You can always go back to Minnesota again. Kepler's there at 42. Larnach is 4K against Hancock. Weiler Abreu has been really good for the Red Sox. I've said that a few streams now, but he continues to hit the ball pretty well for them.
Yeah, I can't believe he's only at 41 now. I think like when Henry and I were doing the stream on Friday, I think he was at like 48.
Really? They priced him down? 30.
No, they priced him down. Andy Pages, always a good run there. That dude is just on fire, sitting at 4K right now.
Yeah, they hope Jason Hayward never comes back. I think.
Do you remember the days, Johnny, where you could get yourself an Andy Pages for like $2,600?
Yeah, we had him, and we had the Mariners outfielder there, Klaas, right?
Jonathan Clase.
Those were the days.
Kirilloff, yes, like I said, we could go in that direction there. Don't need to go with Verdugo. We could talk about the lefty bats from Milwaukee. Sal Frelick going up against Seth Lugo at 3,600. I definitely like that.
Melendez is 35. I know he's very cool.
Oh, Melendez at 35 is another good solid pickup right there.
Yeah, Pico Armstrong's 34
against Vasquez. All right, we're getting some good value down here in the outfield.
We are. That's
James Outman is 3,200. If Tyrod Taylor is Tyrone Taylor, I'm mixing my football in here. But if Tyrone Taylor against Cabrera, if he's in the lineup, that's interesting.
Agreed. Luke Raley is there. Beck. They got Beck, righty lefty, the prospect. Hasn't obviously had a good run, just 3 hits, but I mean, going to be in that lineup probably.
Yeah, I only use Asian prospects.
Okay,
that's my rule this year now. From now on,
fair enough. So no one Loperfido then.
Does that sound Asian?
I don't know.
I mean, I like the price for Loperfido down here at 2,900.
Yeah.
He's a sink or swim guy. He's either going to hit a home run or he's going to strike out 3 times. Like, it's one of the other there for him. So he might do both. Actually, in fact, he'll strike out 3 times and hit a home run. But yeah, I'm not against that move at all.
Okay. I don't really have anything else down here.
I don't really think there is anything else down here.
I agree. All right, pitching. Yamamoto.
Yep.
What do we double tapped at? 3,700. Probably don't have enough value to do
Wow.
that.
All right. Well, wait. Let's put the value picks in there. We just started talking about the outfield, right?
Yeah, Massey.
Got to get Massey in there.
Well, he's an obvious value.
He's your boy.
There's just like not a lot of. Where would we go? I mean, I have to go under 3K. Do you?
Burleson? What do we have? We have 3,750 there. Well, put our catcher in there. Like, punt our catcher.
Yeah,
let's see what that does.
Narvaez and Nito. We'll just pick. Narvaez didn't play today, so we'll go Narvaez there.
At first base.
Yeah.
Get your Lamonte Wade in there.
I wish he was 34 though. He's 4K.
Easy though. We're okay. We're all right.
All right. Actually, we can make this work. Hold on.
Oh, dude, we're definitely gonna make this shit work right now.
Kirilloff. That's 39.
Get Melendez in there at 35. And that way you got a little Royals action going on here.
Sure. 4,200
for third base and shortstop. That's fucking great. Oh, sorry.
Child show. What do we have for? You liked Buddha, so we weren't going to go win.
Right. I mean, if you want to pay all the way down to 2,900 and get Brett Beatty in there against Michaelis.
Beatty against Michaelis, I could swing it. All right. That gives us a $5,500 shortstop. We're so close to Bobby Witt.
Oh, what do we need to get Bobby Witt?
$600.
600?
Yeah.
All right, let's take out. No, leave Melendez in there. Give us our Royals mini stack.
Well, I was going to go Witt. Witt would be our Royals connection.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We got a $2,900 outfielder. Just plug Loperfido in, I guess, and just call it.
Is Loperfido available there? Yes, yes.
There you go,
dude. Listen, man. If you can get Bobby Witt Jr. in there,
pitching,
and that's tasty.
Yep. All right, so just an example lineup for everybody. We'll be back live at 4 p.m. Eastern time, updating you with all the updated news, lineup news, injury news, you name it. Henry Wilson will be on the show.
I will say this: mark it for the 4 p.m. show. Do not take Yamamoto and Imanaga in your lineup in the at 4 p.m. just to give all of our viewers just a chance to see another lineup built.
Okay, I'm guessing that's an indication that Howard won't be on the 4 p.m. show. So me and Henry Wilson will be on.
Oh, I might be. You never know.
We'll see.
I like to keep it a mystery, but I need a shower.
That's true. Yamamoto, Imanaga, Narvaez, Wade, Massey, Beatty, Witt, Larnach, Kirilloff, Loperfido. One player in the Coors Field game. We'll see. We'll see how this all goes.
We'll fix that for the next lineup, man.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Free way to support what we do here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified whenever we go live. And Howard and I and Henry will be back later on today. We'll catch you then.